Since 1950, only 5 players have thrown 7 or fewer passes in a playoff win, and none of those have come since Bob Greasy in the Super Bowl back in 1973. So it does beg this question. Now, Swagoo, we'll start with you again. If the 49ers, and we're basically guessing on this because there is no evidence to tell you the answer one way or the other. But if this game comes down to San Francisco needs Jimmy Garoppolo to win them the Super Bowl in the fourth quarter, do you think he does it?
I'm about 70% comfortable.
Man, right? What is that?
Let me explain.
Okay.
Damn it, I just said it. Let me explain. Here's the thing. Everybody goes back to the Saints game as well as I. That was, to me, Jimmy Garoppolo's proving ground that Kyle Shanahan felt comfortable putting him in a situation where he had the duel with Drew Brees and continue to put points up on the board and continue to make plays downfield, and it was play action. The thing that gives me 70% more than anything, though, is not about Jimmy G. It's about Kittle. That's who it's about for me. That's the matchup nightmare that survives in any game. If you double him, Emmanuel Sanders, Debo, a lot of guys around him that can make plays as well. 70%. Here's the 30, G. The 30% is we ain't seen it forever. Yeah. That's the part that gives me pause. And 2, when you talk about dueling with this guy, Patrick Mahomes, that's a different duel than Drew Brees. As much as we love Drew Brees, this is a different duel for him.
I mean, for me, that's why, that's the matchup, right?
71%?
Well, I'm about 71% because you talk about George Kittle, right? And George Kittle is one of the best, and he has like 127 QB rating when he's targeting Kittle. But then you look on the other side of that, you got Tyrann Mathieu, who is the #1 cover safety in the league. So that's the matchup, and I think that matchup is going to have to really, it's going to factor the most into what teams can be successful, because if you can take them away, then that allows you to allocate more of your resources to doubling Debo,
so
being able to come against Emmanuel
You guys don't necessarily trust them to come back.
I need proof.
Don't trust them to come back.
I wonder what quarterback in the NFL leads the league in passer rating while trailing this season.
Probably Jimmy.
Oh, it's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah. So we have seen him perform when he's needed to. And we talk about the Saints game, but he's also had the Seahawks game since then. He's also had the Rams game since then. He's also had the Falcons game where he led them to fourth quarter, kind of take over those games. Let me ask you, you flew here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, when you got on your plane, have you ever seen that pilot fly you somewhere before?
Don't make this analogy now. Don't give me the airplane pilot analogy.
Right,
Go ahead, finish it.
Did you see that? Have you ever seen that pilot fly you somewhere before?
No, but we have confidence that he has hours and hours of training and thousands of.
So does Jimmy Garoppolo in this offense.
All right.
Airplane.
So does Jimmy Garoppolo in this offense.
I love what you're saying, but I got a rebuttal.
Yeah.
Did Pat Mahomes play for any of those other teams?
No.
It's a different animal.
Did Russell Wilson?
It's different when you're facing a different beast.
Yeah.
It's a different beast.
I get that.
Like,
I know we can sit here and say, like, we haven't seen Jimmy G do it. I get that, but we didn't see Nick Foles do it 2 years ago.
So what's your confidence? What's your confidence level?
Yeah.
You didn't give us a percentage.
71%.
Okay. Well, we the same damn thing.
I'm greater than 71%.
Which is the show with the showcase where everyone picks $1 more than the previous
Price is right. Price is right.
That's what you guys are doing to each other. They did it in the
Barker.
meeting this morning, and candidly, it's annoying. I'll just say this.
Thank you, G.
Here's the one thing we do know. From the moment Jimmy Garoppolo has gotten to San Francisco, when he plays, they're great. Yeah. When he doesn't, they're awful. Yeah. I mean, just candidly,
23-5. Yeah.
So it's very difficult to sort of diminish that.
How many times have they played the damn Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes?
But here's the thing: we don't know if Mahomes can do it either.
Ooh.
We'll wait and see.
So disrespectful.
We haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So disrespectful. You just told me he's the greatest quarterback ever.
He just said it.
But we haven't seen it.
We rolled that tape.
He just said
We
it.
haven't seen it, though, to your guys' point. You guys say we haven't seen it out of Jimmy G. We haven't seen it out of Mahomes either.
He threw 8 passes. Patrick Mahomes has never played a game
use that
throwing 8 passes.
You ever met your Uber driver before?
Is now dying on the Jimmy G hill. We're so glad you're watching ESPN on YouTube.
For more sports, highlights, and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app.
And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+. We'll see you there.